Hey guys, welcome to my first ever DBD video. We're gonna talk about 6 beginner perk builds obtainable from the free survivors characters and the general free perks. Every build I will explain shortly, and with the help of some gameplay I hope you guys will understand. I put the builds in order of practical and easiest to use, to give you guys the best advice. Enough of this and let's get into it. Our first build is gonna be what I call the survivor build. We use Unbreakable, which gives us increased recover speed once we're downed, and we were able to get ourselves up once. That hard. Once you're injured, you'll be able to dash to avoid damage, however it has a cooldown and only recharges if you're not running. Self-care. You'll be able to heal yourself at 50% speed of the normal healing, a good perk for beginners but later not really used. Iron Will help us not getting hurt once we're injured, and is in general one of the better perks in the game. This build is based around surviving yourself. You don't really have the perks to save your allies or help them in any way, but of course you still need them. I recommend this especially if you're a solo player and really care about staying alive and escaping. Let's get into some gameplay. We start the match with jumping down here to go for a generator. We don't know which killer it is, so I'm kinda nervous. I see it's a raid and I'm like, oh shit, we're trapped here. We're trapped. Well, Nancy takes the hit. I tried to escape, but nope, we get blocked. Nancy took one for the team and gets downed here. I go for a generator with Fang. Unfortunate raid shows up. I tried to body block for her, but unfortunate. I wait for a second and go for the save later. And there we go. I heal her up and I finish the generator I was doing before. Since we only have one generator left and my team is kind of struggling, I try to taunt the killer to go for me. I tried to trick him into going here, but he f***ed me in the back. Unfortunate. Well, he doesn't chase me, so I can heal up again. I taunt the killer again. Tried to do the same thing, but I keep struggling with this, so at least it's better than last time. But in the end he still downs me. Luckily he doesn't go for me, he goes for my teammate, and I can recover myself with Unbreakable, and up, I'm up. I have my self heal to heal myself again. And there we go, onto the last generator. I find the last generator with Fang. We do the last generator. Unfortunate, not everyone can make it out. But we did, so that's all that matters, I guess. And we're out. That's basically how this perks build go. On to our second build. Our second build is the 8th build. We use Balanced Landing. When you fall down from a height, you get less fall stagger and a movement speed buff. But just as that hard, you need to recharge it. Botany Knowledge is gonna increase our healing speed and the durations of medkits. Self-care. We use this perk again because for beginners it's one of the better ones. We Will Make It. We Will Make It gives us a 100% healing speed bonus once we unhook a friend from a hook. This build is based on healing yourself and your friends. In theory, the faster and more people are healed up, the longer the games go on. This build will not only help yourself, but also your friends to keep staying alive. Let's get into some gameplay. Well, we start off bad in this one. I heard the killer, so I tried to avoid him, but unfortunately he sees me. Tried to juke him, but nope, he hits me. I tried to make use of my Balanced Landing, run away. But unfortunately, in the end he will hit me and I'm downed. Luckily, Meg is there to save me. She's trying to heal me up, but we hear the killer, so I run upstairs to be safe. I can heal myself here. I see one of my teammates is hooked, so I use my Balanced Landing to get over him quick. Together with Meg, we heal him up very quickly, and there we go. That was not really a very good use of Balanced Landing, but a better one later. We stick together to finish this generator. And again, I see a teammate getting hooked, so I run, I make better use of my sprint burst now, full duration. I unhook her and heal her up fastly. I see that the killer is hooking someone close, so I use my medkit for some extra speed. There we go. And again, Meg is hooked, so I use my fast healing again to keep her up again. Unfortunately, she has adrenaline and she doesn't need heals anymore. I go for the exit because my job is done. I healed many people. Yeah, we couldn't get everyone alive, unfortunately, but we survived again, and that's all that matters. That's how this perk set goes. Our third build is gonna be the objective build. We use Prove Thyself. This perk gives us increases stackable repairing speed depending on how many friends are nearby. Sprint Burst. Movement speed bursts for 3 seconds once you start sprinting. Just as Dead Hard and Balance Landing, it has to recharge. We're gonna live forever. It's kind of a greedy perk, but if you want some extra blood points, it helps up to 100% more blood points. Borrowed Time. The best perk for unhooking your friends safely. For a certain time, they can take a free hit once they get unhook. If you just want to stick generators and unhook teammates, this is your build. It also gives you a quick getaway when you're on a generator with Sprint Burst, or a quick save running to a friend on the hook. If that wasn't enough, you get extra blood points doing so if you succeed taking a hit and unhooking your friends. Let's get into some gameplay. This game I look for a generator at the beginning because I've proved myself. Thankfully Meg shows up and we make use of it. We finish the generator quickly. Unfortunate, our teammates get downed. I wait and sneakily use my sprint burst to get over to her. I ended up unhooking her. We tried to heal her, but unfortunate, the killer comes back. I take a hit for her, so I get some stacks. I have 2 stacks already, but he hits me and I get downed. Thankfully Jill is here to save me. We heal each other up and we go to a generator with Prove Thyself. And we finish this one before we go unhooking our friend. Well, I see my friend is hanging in the basement, so I have to be a bit sneaky. But I took my chances and I used my sprint burst to go save him. I save him and he wants to get healed in the basement, which is fine for me. So I heal him and as you can see I get my 3rd stack. After that I go for a generator because I proved myself and Jill comes again and we quickly finish this one as well. And that's all the generators. I see my Yui is getting chased and she's already on that hook, so I try to take a hit for her. I successfully do so and I get my 4th stack. The only problem is she doesn't know where the gates are and she still gets down in the end. I knew where the gates were, so I go to the gate, I get healed by my friends and we open the gate and escape. As you can see, we also have all the 4 stacks and we get 100% more blood points. Our 4th build is gonna be the map knowledge build. This one is a bit hard, so pay attention. We use Kindred. This perk allows us to see our friends when someone is hooked, and also you can see the killer if he is close to the guy who is hooked. Spine Chill. Once the killer is close, this perk activates and lets you know the killer is close. Also gives you increased bonuses in multiple things. Empathy. With Empathy you can see your injured allies basically from across the map. Resilience. When you're injured you have increased bonuses for multiple things. A tricky build, because you have to be aware and that can be difficult if you're focusing on skill checks or pissing your pants when the killer is close. With all the reading perks you have a good idea where the killer is and you can use that. You're not scared to do stuff injured and faster because you have Resilience and Spine Chill. Let's get into some gameplay. This build is definitely the most tricky one, so try to pay attention. In the beginning I already see Spine Chill popping up, so I know the killer is close. Try to be a bit more careful, but unfortunately a minute later I jump down into the killer and I see with Empathy 2 of my teammates are already injured, which is fine because it's Legion. I try to waste time, but at the end I get hit. It's all part of my plan because we do things faster injured. We're on a generator now and we see 2 of our teammates with Empathy. One is getting chased below us. Unfortunately he gets downed and a couple seconds later the other one gets downed as well. We're in kind of a sticky situation here. But we wait and keep doing the generator. We wait until the first guy gets hooked. With the first guy hooked we see the other survivor who's also doing a generator. But we stick our generator because we see the other survivor goes for the nuke. All this time we stick it and we have the information we need. Our teammate safely unhooks the other guy because the killer walks the other way. I keep sticking the generator because I have all the information I need. I finish the generator, but unfortunately my teammates get down again. But instead of going for the save, I go for the other generator my teammate was doing. Since he was already nuking everyone, it's my job just to do these generators. Luckily my teammate is so good, he nukes everyone again. I managed to finish this generator with everyone still alive, which is great. Unfortunate, my teammate goes down again and he dies. So I team up with Empathy with Yui and I heal him and he heals me. I taunt the killer because my team is struggling a bit. I try to get the killer to chase me. We get hit here, but it's fine because we fold faster when we're injured. We get hit again, which is fine. We are just trying to buy for our teammates. We buy so much time that there's only one generator left and we can see our teammates doing the generator. I get safely unhooked here and go to the generator I saw my team was doing. Unfortunately, I don't know where Yui is, but there she is and we can also finish this one just in time. I go for the door, but unfortunately I run into the killer and I also run into a wall and I totally screw myself and I get hooked. Yui cannot clutch it out, unfortunate, and we all end up dying. But we got a lot of information and we almost clutched back up with the terrible beginning we had. Our fifth build is gonna be the sneaky build. Iron Will. We use this perk again because we don't want to kill out the heroes when we're injured. Adrenaline. If you're injured and the last generator is finished, you get healed and you get a sprint burst. Urban Invasion. This perk allows you to gain bonus movement speed when you're crouching. Quick and quiet. Every 20 seconds you can fast vault or open lockers without making any noise. This build plays around the killer. Sometimes you try to taunt him for your teammates, get in a chase and lose him. Sometimes you're just sneaky, crouching around the environment to dodge the killer's side. You'll be able to continue the generator you were on or unhooking that friend. Let's get into some gameplay. Well, we start off sneaky, just running around finding a generator. We find one and we start it. We just be able to finish before our first teammates get hooked. We try to be sneaky and walk up to the guy who gets hooked. We wait for the killer, what she's gonna do. We go around this corner. We hope that she doesn't see us. And there we go. There we go. A bit of luck. We can unhook our friend. We heal her up and we go to another friend who gets downed as well. We do the same, we try the same thing and wiggle wiggle. There we go. The killer doesn't see us. We'll be able to unhook our friend again. Unfortunately, during the healing, the killer comes back and I have to take a hit for my friend. I try to be stealthy, but the killer focused me and unfortunately I get smackerinoed in 1, 2, 3. There I go down. Luckily there's a chat of a David here and I'm under a pallet, so he tries to save me. The killer picks me up and here's my savior David, and what a gamer, what a gamer. I try to be sneaky again and quick and quiet through this window. The killer doesn't see me. I keep crouching because the killer gets distracted by a guy on a generator there. Just keep crouching and go sound, it's the safest thing. I see the killer dashes away, so I go for this generator. I'll be able to finish the generator just before someone gets hooked. I see we only have one more generator left, so I want my adrenaline, so I stick this generator. I see David. I wonder why he doesn't help me, but later we find out he also had adrenaline. So there he goes, and there goes the generator, and poop. You see on the left also David got full health again from injured. We get the sprint burst. We found a totem and we cleanse it. Unfortunately, both of our teammates go down, and I decided so let's save them. But it's nurse and we get almost fucked here. I was so determined to save them, just I go to the basement, sneaky. I unhook one guy. I don't have borrowed time, so I let the other guy unhook the other guy. Well, that's basically the gameplay, but I will show the end of the match because it's kinda insane. If you're interested, you can keep watching it. If not, you can skip the video to 17 minutes and 25 seconds and you will see the last build. Well, you might think, what am I doing here? But I clearly didn't see Bot Warden. So I run up to the exit gate and I wait for the killer and I taunt a bit, but yeah. Then, yeah, I just got smacked. Yeah, that was crazy. The last chase, oh my god, my heart was pumping so fast. It was crazy. So fun though. Last but not least, our last build is the delivery build. It's more so of a fun build than really strong build. We use Plunderer's Instinct to locate chests on the map and get higher chance of rare items. Streetwise. It reduces the item consumption rate of you and friends close by. Bond. Bond allows us to see our friends in a certain range. Small game. You get notified if you're in close sight of a totem, but every time a totem is cleansed, you lose range on it. Like I said, rather than a good build, this is more of a fun build. You bring items to your allies for them to survive, or use the items yourself to work with your teammates on generators or co-op healing. Since you're running around delivering items, you could also go for the totems you can find along the way, since totems already get cleansed by beginners. Let's get into some gameplay. We start the match and see a chest in the beginning and our teammate. You go for the chest and we immediately get notified by totem. We get the medkit, we want to give it to our teammate, but unfortunately she already has a medkit, so she doesn't take it. After cleansing the totem, we take the medkit ourselves. We can use it. When going for another chest, I see my teammate is in trouble. Since I have a medkit and I'm not injured, I'll take the killer and he goes for me. I get hit, but with my medkit I'll be able to safely heal. After healing, I go back to the chest and open it. I see it's another medkit, but I don't really use it or need it right now, so I'll leave it. I got in a chase again and got hit. I decided to go for the last chest and there's a key in it, which could be important later. I go back to the green medkit to heal myself up again. I see my teammate getting hooked there, so after I healed myself, I rescue my teammate. I switched the medkit I used for the key. I give the key to my teammate and heal him back up. We do a generator, because it's still important to do generators. Along the way I find a totem and I cleanse it. You can see we already did 4 totems in total as a team. The guy who got the key gets chased and I want him to survive, so I take the aggro and take the hit. Unfortunately, I go down this way and yeah, I get face cammed, so nobody can actually rescue me. Luckily I gave the key to Meg and you see her on the left, she found the hatch and she escaped, so my mission is actually over. You can also see the last totem, we haven't cleansed yet. Unfortunately I just die here because nobody can save me. Well, this is kind of the end of the video. I hope you guys find something useful or interesting builds you would like to try. The ranking of the builds are based on my experience, but don't let it influence you too much and just find something you feel most comfortable with. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.